In this video, I'm going to be comparing the Ultimate controller from 8bitdo and the PS5 controller, and basically telling you which controller is better for the Nintendo Switch. Now, some of you might be saying the PS5 controller is just for the PS5, but 8bitdo came out with this adapter called the Adapter 2, and all you have to do is just plug it into the Nintendo Switch and then pair it up, and then that allows you to use the PS5 as a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. If you guys want to check out the review, click this little thing right here. So I'm going to compare these controllers in 3 categories: price, features, and comfort. I believe that most people who look for a pro controller of any system, they're gonna, refer to these 3 things as a guide. So when it comes to price, both the Ultimate controller and the PS5 controller retails for $70. But if you already own the PS5, the only thing that you need is the Adapter 2, which is $20. So if you own a PS5, it'll cost you less to get the adapter. But if you don't own a PS5, then of course you'll just have to go ahead and get the Ultimate controller. So depending on your situation, it might cost you more, it might cost you less. So this round can go either way depending on what you have. When it comes to features, both of these controllers have access to Ultimate software. Ultimate software is an app made by 8bitdo that allows you to customize the buttons on each controller, adjust stick sensitivity and vibration sensitivity. So pretty much you can make this controller your own personal controller. On the Ultimate controller side, you have 2 extra buttons on the bottom of the controller. So basically you can pretty much map out those buttons to do whatever you want it to do, and that'll give you an advantage when playing certain video games or just make the game a little bit easier. And you also have a turbo function as well. One downside of the Ultimate controller is the fact that you can't use this controller on multiple platforms. So basically you have a Windows and Switch version, Android, Windows, and Raspberry Pi version, and you have a Switch, Windows, Android, and Raspberry Pi wired version. So let's just say you have an Android device and you want to play games on there. If you don't have that version of the controller, you can't play it. So basically that means you have to spend more money on a controller, and that's something that most people wouldn't want to do. On the PlayStation side, you don't have extra buttons, but you can use this controller on multiple platforms. So you can use it on Switch, Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. So if you have games on those systems or on those platforms, you won't have any problems connecting this controller to that system and playing those games. Now, I do know some games don't support the PlayStation 5, and I don't know which ones do and don't, but still, you can use that controller for those platforms. With the Ultimate controller, having extra buttons is nice, and having a charging dock is pretty cool, but it doesn't beat a controller that can be used on multiple platforms. So the PS5 controller takes this round. When it comes to comfort, the PS5 is a better controller. The hand grips are a little bit longer compared to the Ultimate controllers, and it's a little bit more wider. Now, I'm not saying that the Ultimate controller is not comfortable. It definitely is. I was playing with that controller for a whole bunch of hours, so the comfort on that is pretty good. But when you have these controllers in your hands, you definitely feel a difference. It's not much, but I just like the feel of the PS5 controller compared to the Ultimate controller. So this round, the PS5 wins. So the winner between these 2 controllers is the PS5 controller. Now, even though the PS5 is a better controller, that doesn't make the Ultimate controller a bad controller. So if you have one of the next-gen consoles, it makes sense to go ahead and buy the $20 adapter so you can use those controllers rather than spend $70 on the Ultimate controller. But if you don't have a next-gen console, I would definitely go ahead and buy the Ultimate controller. In my opinion, it's better than the other Pro controllers offered for the Nintendo Switch. Also, the Adapter 2 works with Xbox controllers, so if you like the feel of those controllers, you can definitely use that on the Switch. Unfortunately, I don't have one to show you or to review with, but just know that it works on the Switch. But that concludes this video. I believe I discussed the important topics when comparing these 2 controllers. If you guys have any questions, or if you think there's something that I missed, leave a comment down below and I'll respond to you ASAP. But also, guys, don't forget about the giveaway that I'm currently doing on my Instagram page. If you guys want to find out how to enter, go ahead and click this video up here, and it has all the details right there. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.